Hello, welcome to my foundation and face products collection. More like, I guess, face base collection. I filmed this earlier but ran out of space, so I had to make some space. I do have more than I thought I had. um, I'll start with my primers that I have on the side. This one is the Clarins SOS primer in the green shade. It just called green. It's good if you have pink in your skin. It helps to neutralize it, and it doesn't look like a crazy green shade. You can probably wear it alone too, like without foundation over it. That's this one here. It has a slight I don't know, fresh scent to it. So that's it there. You can see it's slightly green, but it doesn't like really show much. It blends in pretty well. Again, I can blend it a little more. And it's pretty hydrating, so if you have drier skin, it'll work. I think even if you have combination skin, it'll still be pretty good. It might be slightly hydrating for oily though. Then I have the Laura Mercier Radiance foundation primer. I've used this before and I really liked it, and I found it in TJ Maxx on sale, so I just got this one. I don't use primers often as I guess should use it. I prefer sunscreens, but as my primer. This one's super beautiful though. If you like a glow to your skin. And again, you can wear primers alone. You don't need to put foundation over it, but they are meant to like kind of, boost the foundation a bit. I feel like I marked myself with my nail there. Just excuse that. But that's the Laura Mercier Radiance. Oops, sorry. Radiance primer right there. It's really pretty primer. I feel like it gives me a hint of color too. Um, and this one's the NYX Away We Glow primer. This is like a holographic type shade. There is the shade there if you can see it. I don't know if they make this anymore. So the one ending in 02. Um, I think it's like a little bit thick, but it did impress me for a drugstore primer. I think it's very good for drier skin, and if you kind of like that holographic look, holographic dewy look. So let's see if we can kind of see it there. I mean, they're all gonna kind of look the same probably in the camera, but it has a very slight holographic look to it. And it has like a slightly, I don't know, plasticky scent, but it's not like super strong or anything. This one's the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. It feels like grease on your skin, and it's for those who are super dry, dehydrated, and get patches. This will get rid of your patches. You'll see how dewy this is. I found this again, TJ Maxx. It could have been Marshalls, but this is like desperation primer right here. But there it is right there. You can probably tell how gooey it is. And look at how moisturizing that looks. Like, very juicy. But for the driest of skins, I would say. And it has a light, I guess, fresh scent. But hopefully it's not expiring. That's a little odd. This one's the Milani Soft Focus Glow in 01 Nude Glow. It kind of has a little squeezy top, but again, you can also just do that if you want. And it's a little thick for my taste, but I love the glow it gives, and I think in the summer this would look great alone or under anything you want to put over it. So there's my hand normal there, so you can kind of see. And then I'm going to swatch this one. Nude Glow. I mean, that's a thick swatch there, but you can kind of get the gist of it. So it is slightly thick, and my hand will be glowing soon because I put way too much. But do you see it? It's slightly thick, but it's a nice primer. And this is huge. Like, who's going to use this up? Nobody. Get this fat tube. And let me just smell the scent. It's like a fruity scent, a light fruity scent, nothing crazy. So yeah, so that's it for my primers. Again, I prefer sunscreen to primers majority of the time, so I only occasionally use my primers. I have way too many at the moment. My favorite face sunscreen is the Chanel UV Essential SPF 50. And this has both physical and chemical sunscreen, but the physical sunscreen is very good. It's high 17% zinc. It's a slight white cast, so I would say maybe fair to medium skin tones. It does have octinoxate as well. So if you don't suffer from like cystic acne, you can probably get away with this. If you do suffer from cystic acne, I would stay away from anything with octinoxate in the sunscreen. It is a hormone disruptor if you look on the EWG. But again, I really like this product and I've repurchased it way too many. I've used it over the years and it's very good. It gives me a nice glow because it's a little bit white and it's just perfect for like my dry skin. I can use it on my eyes, my lips, and it doesn't like irritate me at all. It's slightly expensive, so it is an investment. There it is blended in. And it smells a little fragrancy, but nothing crazy. A Chanel smell, basically. Does have a slight fragrance, so you know. This is the one I use for my body, and you can use that on your face as well. It won't irritate. It's another physical sunscreen, no chemical sunscreen at all. It has a silicone dimethicone feel. I think it is dimethicone based. And you should exfoliate this off at the end of the day, but I like it for my neck, my ears, my whole body. I've been using this for like a decade or longer. The red one is the one for more oily skin. This is for drier. The blue, the yellow, or the kid cream is good for drier skin. And again, MD Solar Sciences F50 for the physical sunscreen. So the one with the zinc. This is a kind of so you can see the texture. It does blend into your skin. It feels like a demi matte, but it's not drying. The one in the red tube again is slightly more drying. This one's pretty hydrating. And I've never burned with this. I mean, you know, if you're at the beach, you should reapply, or if you're out in the park on a sunny day. This is the tinted version of that one. And oh, and by the way, these sunscreens, they don't perform well on their foundation, so I would just wear them alone. This is the one I use most days, the tinted one. You just worn alone. It gives me like a nice like a little bit of color to the skin. Evens you out. It doesn't really cover though, but that's the shade there. And that's the only shade they have, just so you know. So I think light to medium could be able to pull this off. And again, it's like a demi matte finish, but I can use it on my eyes and everything. And I've been using the tinted one for about 4 to 5 years now. I do repurchase it, so I do like it. I don't love it because under foundation it doesn't work as well, but I like it alone. That's how I wear it alone, and I'm okay. And then the next one is my tinted moisturizers, which I normally wear tinted moisturizers. My favorite is La Beige's tinted moisturizer, or rather it's called moisturizing tint. It's the one in this container because I know they have a couple. This is shade light, though it's slightly still deeper for me. I love this. I love how it looks. It gives you like a nice glow. No coverage, it's pretty sheer. Just so you know. So if you like coverage, you may not like this unless you wear it as a primer or something. Again, it looks like every other one I tried, but it has a nice like fragrance to it as well. So just know these products have fragrance majority. But yeah, that's La Beige. And again, I've been using this one for years as well. This is the Pretty Fresh and from ColourPop, and my shade is Fair 3W. And this is again good for fair warm skin. This shade, this is a perfect shade for me, and it has a lot of coverage. Like I would say a light to medium coverage. So if I feel like I want that, I just use this one for that light to medium coverage. And there's a shade there. So it's pretty perfect shade for me. I would try it in Ulta. Just don't let them see you trying it on, because, you know, pandemic, you can just like sneak a little bit on you on your hand or something from the tester. Because I don't know why they put testers out and then they want you to use it, but. And then the other one is the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint in 110 Fair to Light. A lot of people didn't like this because it didn't have coverage. Again, it's for those who like very sheer to light coverage. I think it has more coverage than the Chanel. But it's hydrating. Like if you have dry skin, this is really good for dry skin. Put a drop there. It's a little bit more watery texture too. But yeah. Actually, it's mattifying my hands slightly, but it is dewy. I find it, if you have a lot of acne, it might irritate it. I don't know if there's something in here, maybe some fruits or something in here that might slightly irritate, but nothing too crazy. This is maybe good for winter. I had the deeper shade, and I sold that one, I believe. Yeah, I think I sold that one or gave it away or something. I thought I needed a summer shade, but I actually didn't. Because I want to get through my summer shade foundation instead. So yeah, I got rid of the other one. I kept this one. I do like it. It's a great alternative to high ends if you want something more inexpensive. This is the dewy version of the Photo Focus from Wet n Wild. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. Again, I don't really wear those. I think it's slightly drying for my skin type, but not too drying, and I can make it work with like an illuminator mixed in or a very hydrating primer. I tried to sell it, but nobody wanted it, so I have it here, and I still use it on occasion. And then this is the shade, what is it called? Soft Ivory in the Photo Focus line. It's a very good foundation. That's why everybody likes it, you know. But yeah, Soft Ivory, pretty good match for me. Again, not as hydrating as I would like, but I can make it work. So, but yeah. Like if I ever declutter, it might be that, but I mean, why declutter? I mean, I have space for it right now. This is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Hydrating and Age Defying with sunscreen. It's a medium coverage. It is a foundation. It was pretty impressive for drugstore foundation. The color is slightly too pink for me, so I might have to mix it with the green primer to get like my color right. And it's slightly a little too drying, but not too drying. I mean, again, it's meant for mature skin. And yeah, I was pretty impressed. The lady in the store approached me about it, and I said, yeah, I'll try it. So I was pretty impressed with it. It is a good foundation. If you're slightly pinkier than me, like, but same fairness, this is good. And this is my Revlon Candid Glow in 120 Buff. I got this on sale. As you can see, I use a lot of it. It does make me look drier throughout the day, so I don't like it for like a full day or anything, but it gives you a nice glowy look. I almost contemplated selling it, and then I changed my mind because I was using it, so. But there it is there. And again, doesn't look matte or drying or anything. It's pretty glowy. They're all going to blend in because my matches are... I used to sell cosmetics, and I match foundation. Like that was what I mainly did. So I usually get good matches for my skin. This is the Coquendo Moisture Foundation. This is used for people who are on camera, like actors. So you don't see it on their skin, but it will give you some coverage. I would say a light to medium coverage. This is the old packaging. This is the new packaging. And again, this is my regular shade, 112. Summer shade, 213. So this one's slightly warmer and deeper, but you can mix. And this is great for somebody who has very dry, dehydrated skin, and everything clings to your dry patches. This one won't do that. It won't cling to your dry patch. Even if you didn't moisturize, it will not cling to your dry patches. I've never seen this cling on anyone. I used to sell this one too, where I worked, and this is the best foundation I found for like my skin type, which is super dry. This is expensive, so it is an investment. They sell samples on the website, so you can just try the samples first. So I'm going to both of them on my hands so you can see the colors. I don't know if they make the 112 shade anymore, but I think the 213 they make the shade 112 and 213. So there's the 112 and the 213. And it looks like a demi matte, but it's actually pretty hydrating on the skin. Very beautiful. Like, you look like perfect, but nobody will ever detect foundation on your skin with that. And even if you're slightly off tone, it'll still blend in pretty good. So yeah, Kogendo. I think it's Japanese. Kogendo foundation. One of those indie brands. I think Macy's carries it. These are my concealers here. I'm not really a concealer person. These are really old, but I've repurchased these. This is the Aqua concealer from Tarte, and I think it's the Rainforest of the Sea or something. But the Aqua concealer in shade Fair and Light. And I've been trying to pan these, but I mean, look the size. I like this for under eyes. It's a very thin formula. It's not too drying for me. I'm going to swatch here, shade Fair and shade Light. So Fair and Light, and this is more my summer shade here, and the other one's more my winter shade. But yeah, they're very nice. I'm trying to pan them for a while now. I don't know that that'll ever happen, but they still work okay, even though I think they should be expired. This one I got from TJ Maxx, the Urban Decay All Nighter in shade Fair Warm. It's too white for me, but and a little too dry, but I can mix it, and it works great mixed if you have a deeper shade or something like that. So yeah, so I was kind of impressed by it. It's a good highlighter too if you have combination skin. For dry skin, it'll be kind of dry for a highlighter, but and concealer I mainly use for under my eyes and occasionally a blemish. This one's the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. Slightly too pink for me and a little deep, but still the quality is very, very good. So for a drugstore option there, and it is meant for mature skin. I wouldn't say it's super moisturizing, but it's definitely not too drying. Just slightly matte. But it's not meant to be matte. It's meant to be dewy. But I'm me because I have dry skin. This is Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer in Fair. I had the deeper shade, but I gave it to my cousin. She needed it more. That was a medium shade. Again, this is shade Fair. This is very hydrating. It has the argan oil in it. Josie Maran also makes the foundation, but the coconut irritates my skin a little bit. But the concealer is good. And argan oil is non-comedogenic. So I don't know if this one has the coconut, but it's very good for anywhere on my skin. And it's a great shade for my skin. So, Josie Maran. I don't know if she still makes those. And these are my correctors. I have the Rilla still in Peach. These were discontinued. But it's the best corrector I ever found. So I'm kind of sad. But I'm trying to pan these because they're a little older. So this is a light peach shade. It kind of just like blends into my skin. And my under eyes look like I don't have under eyes, even without putting concealer. This is from Chanel. This is Rosé shade. And it's nice, like, for cooler skin tones that are fair would like this more, but it does work for my under eye as a corrector. It's a little slightly matte for me, and it does crease a little bit. I do like that one a lot. They also make a shade called Apricot that is good for medium skin tones, and I used to sell a lot of that one because it just works perfect for like medium skin tones with under eye darkness. And then again, this one is more for fair skin tone with under eye darkness. And then I have this kind of bootleg concealer. This was from Laura Geller, but the packaging broke, so I just throw it in here. It's good if you have like pimples or redness that you want to hide, and it'll kind of neutralize it. The green will neutralize the redness in the skin. So I like to have it around if I ever need it. This is the Essence High Beauty. I'm going into my powders now. This is the Essence High Beauty with hemp seed oil compact powder. This is very lightweight, very nice. If you have redness in your skin, you can use it as an everyday powder. I just use it on occasion if I feel a little pinker than normal or sensitive looking. The texture is very good. It's not too drying. I found the banana powder slightly drying, though it was beautiful too, but I sold that one and I kept this one. And there it is right there. You could barely see it. It just blends in really good. So yeah, really like this powder, inexpensive powder. This one I broke in my last attempt to film this that didn't film, but so it broke on the side. Not that I care. I mean, I tried to sell this. Nobody wanted it, so I kept it. This is a Physicians Formula mineral face powder in translucent. It does has a little bit of physical sunscreen, which I like, and that's why I use it. It doesn't play well with foundations, so I would wear it alone. So maybe consider it more powder foundation. It looks and feels like butter. Like it's so silky smooth on your skin. Like, again, I only considered selling it because it was slightly drying for my skin throughout the day, but I wear it on occasion, and it's a pretty good powder. I've worn these for years. These types of powders. When I had more combination oily skin, and again I have the crack there. Oh well. This one I was impressed with. This is Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage. Yeah, right. Powder foundation in shade. What are you? Porcelain, I think it is. Let me see. Can't see the shade. 110 Porcelain. It's perfect shade for me. It's impressed me. It is a light coverage. They say full coverage, but it's baloney. But I was impressed by the quality of this. It's like very thin and nice. And, you know, with the kabuki brush, will give you slightly more coverage. Swatch right there. That's a 110 Porcelain. It's a nice finish. I like it. It's good for like neutral to warm, I would say. Skin tone. Might be a little yellow for a cool. Then this is my overpriced Dior compact. It's a Capture Total compact in 010. Probably the lightest shade. This is meant for mature dry skin. It's a beautiful powder, but again, even on sale, it's overpriced. So I don't know. I guess if you're desperate, you can make the investment, but I wear it occasionally. I do want to use it up. It is a nice powder. I don't know about repurchasing it though, but there it is. And it's a pretty good match for me. And then this is my favorite powder. It's the one I use most of the time with anything. It's the Kogendo powder. I don't think it has a name, but it's the whitest powder you see on the website. And again, it's used for film, so you're not going to see it on my skin. I'm going to go ahead and put the puff on my hands. You can kind of see the color. This could probably work with various skin tones because it's supposed to be translucent, but there it is. You're going to look like you're not wearing anything, basically. So I really like it. It's not too drying for me. It's great for mature dry skin. And it doesn't have any shimmer. It's matte. Or demi-matte, rather. The Chanel one has slight shimmer, which I don't like. But this one's like less shimmery and beautiful. And it's not too dark, which is a problem with fair skin. So the white powders are very good for that. So yeah, that was the last of my powders. And that completes my face, I guess, collection. Face-based collection. Thank you for watching, and hit like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see future like collection videos. Thank you. Bye.